Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're diving into a very timely and important topic, 4 best investments under Trump presidency. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Rob and I work as a finance manager for a top tech company with an MBA in finance and a CPA designation. I make videos about stocks, investing, and finance. So in this video, I'll be sharing my personal opinions on investment opportunities as we head into the new presidency. I'll be walking you through exactly what I own, what I plan to invest in, and why I'm making these investments. But remember that these are just my opinions and not an investment or a financial advice for you. Make sure to always do your own research before investing your hard-earned money. And without any further ado, let's go over each of the 4 investments one by one. Investment number 1, real estate. When I learned that President Trump won the election and would be returning back to the White House, I decided to invest in real estate by purchasing a rental property. If you're interested in a detailed video breaking down the numbers on this investment, let me know in the comments below. And in addition to buying a rental property, I invested into a real estate company called Pulte Group by buying 5 shares of their stock at $110 per share for a total investment of $550. Pulte Group is one of the largest home construction companies in the US, and based on my analysis, the stock was undervalued with an intrinsic value of approximately $150 per share, indicating a potential upside of around 36%. This investment is a part of my monthly challenge where I invest $2,000 every single month into stocks, and I share all my investments with you on my channel. So why am I investing into real estate under this new administration? President Trump is proposing to privatize government-sponsored entities Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, which could potentially drive down mortgage rates and encourage more home purchases, as a result creating strong demand for housing and pushing property values higher. Also, his plan to nominate Bill Pulte to lead the Federal Housing Finance Agency signals a pro-housing development agenda that could benefit real estate investors. And by the way, apparently Bill Pulte is the grandson of the founder of Pulte Group, which I mentioned I invested into earlier. On top of that, potential tax reforms like reducing capital gains taxes or offering incentives for rental property owners and small business owners may make real estate investments even more attractive. And lastly, as a major real estate investor himself, Trump understands the industry well and is likely to implement policies favorable to property development and ownership. However, I'm not very bullish on commercial real estate, especially the office spaces. A lot of the office owners really struggled during the pandemic and still have not fully recovered. And even though a lot of companies are now pushing for a full return to office for their employees, I believe the future of work is going to evolve towards remote and hybrid models, and people don't need to be in office every day to get their jobs done. And because of this, I consider commercial real estate, especially office spaces, a risky investment and one I wouldn't pursue myself. Investment number 2, Dogecoin. If you don't know about Dogecoin, it's basically a cryptocurrency that started as a joke based on the popular Doge meme. And here's where it gets crazy. Back in August of 2018, I decided to invest $230 into Dogecoin just for fun. At the time, Dogecoin just launched on Robinhood, and I was able to buy 100,000 Dogecoins for only $230. Fast forward to May 2021, and Dogecoin hit a high of 74 cents per coin. That turned my $230 investment into $74,000 if only I had sold it then. But I kept it and the price dropped back down. However, it's recently been on the rise again, now sitting at around 40 cents per coin. This means that my investment of $230 is worth around $40,000 now, or a 17,000% return so far. Let's talk about why I think Dogecoin has a huge potential under this administration. So back in 2021, Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla and many other companies, really tried pushing to get Dogecoin to $1 per coin. And while he was all in on the idea and even went on SNL to talk about it, it did not end up getting to $1 back then, maxing at only 74 cents per coin. But here's where it gets interesting now. Elon Musk has been very involved in Donald Trump's presidential campaign in 2024, and he's one of the founders of a proposed presidential advisory commission called the Department of Government Efficiency. And if you don't know what connection that has with Dogecoin, take a look at the first letters of these 4 words. And on top of that, Musk has hinted that Dogecoin might eventually be used as a payment method on his social media platform X, which is formerly known as Twitter. So with Elon Musk's strong backing and his connection to the government now, I think Dogecoin can reach and even exceed $1 per coin, and I look forward to seeing a return of over $100,000 on my investment. Investment number 3, tech stocks. This is one area where the Trump administration could be a game changer. Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, and other top tech CEOs are now all very strategic in their relationships with President Trump. These guys know that the right connection with the president could lead to major financial benefits for their companies and for investors like us. Elon Musk especially has been heavily involved in Trump's 2024 campaign, so don't be surprised if Tesla, SpaceX, and his other companies get even more government backing. And all of these top tech CEOs are going to be attending Trump's inauguration and welcoming him as a new US president. So why will big tech companies benefit under Trump? First, I expect a favorable regulatory environment for big tech companies. Trump has always expressed his position against heavy regulation, which could mean fewer restrictions on these companies. Additionally, tax policies that benefit businesses, like tax cuts for corporations, could help big tech companies increase profits, expand their operations, and potentially increase their stock values. So overall, big tech stocks seem to be well positioned for growth under Trump, especially as their CEOs align themselves with Trump's business-focused policies. Personally, I'll be keeping all of my existing tech stocks in my portfolios and will be investing even more in them. And investment number 4, other stock sectors. For this one, I'm looking at a mix of sectors that I think would do well under the Trump presidency. These sectors are energy, military, financial, and manufacturing. President Trump has been pushing very hard for energy independence.
I will end the devastating inflation crisis immediately, bring down interest rates, and lower the cost of energy. We will drill, baby, drill.
If that continues, we could see a boost for oil and gas companies, but also for renewable energy. However, there is a catch. While these energy companies might see higher revenues, there is a chance their profits could get squeezed. If supply increases too much, it could drive prices down, cutting into their margins. So that's something to keep an eye on as this plays out. Moving on to military, we know that President Trump has always been strong on national defense. And with global tensions rising, I wouldn't be surprised if defense spending increases. Defense companies like Lockheed Martin could see more government contracts and their stocks could see solid gains. Now let's talk about the financial sector. One of the biggest problems for banks is too much regulation. Fewer regulations and lower corporate taxes could mean higher profits for these companies. So I'm keeping an eye on the big players here. Banks like JP Morgan Chase, Wells Fargo, and Bank of America might do really well under policies that help boost corporate earnings. And last but definitely not least, we have manufacturing. With Trump's focus on bringing jobs back to the US and applying heavy tariffs on foreign companies, we could see more investment in domestic manufacturing. Companies like Caterpillar, General Electric, and many others could see further gains under this administration. So that's the rundown of the 4 investments I'm watching right now. As always, these are just my opinions and my perspective, so do your own research if you decide to invest. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.